Why would a loving God let a good man lose everything? This is the story of Job, a man whose faith was tested in ways we can barely imagine. Imagine losing your family, your home, your health all at once. That's exactly what happened to Job, a man known for his unwavering faith in God. Today, we're diving into his powerful story, where suffering meets redemption and faith stands unshaken. Whether you've heard of Job or not, this story has something for everyone. So, what happens when faith is pushed to its limit? Job was a wealthy man, living a peaceful life with his family. He was respected by his community, had a thriving farm, and deeply loved his children. But all of this was about to change in the blink of an eye. The story begins in heaven, where a surprising conversation takes place. Satan challenges God, claiming that Job's faith is only strong because of his blessings. Satan says, "Take away his wealth, his family, his health, and he'll curse you." What happens next is a chain of events that would leave anyone questioning their faith. The first blow comes fast. One day, Job receives devastating news. Raiders have attacked and stolen all his livestock. Before he can process this, another messenger arrives with worse news: his servants have been killed. And then, the unthinkable. A storm has destroyed the house where his children were celebrating, leaving no survivors. In just one day, Job loses everything he holds dear, but the trials aren't over. Satan strikes again, this time afflicting Job with painful boils all over his body. Imagine losing everything, only to be left in constant physical agony. Job's friends arrive, but instead of comforting him, they accuse him. "You must have sinned," they say. "Why else would God punish you like this?" Job defends himself, insisting he's innocent. Yet, even as he cries out to God, he never curses him. Instead, Job questions. He wrestles with the why of his suffering, a question we've all asked at some point. Why me? Why now? Why this? Job's breaking point comes when he demands answers directly from God. And then, God responds. Out of a whirlwind, God speaks, not with the answers Job expects, but with questions of his own. Where were you when I laid the foundations of the earth? Can you command the morning or control the stars? Through these words, Job realizes something profound. The vastness of God's wisdom and power is beyond human understanding. It's a humbling moment, one that shifts Job's perspective. Job responds not with anger, but with awe. He says, "I spoke of things I did not understand, things too wonderful for me to know." And just like that, Job's story takes a turn. God restores his fortunes, doubling what he lost. His health returns, he has more children, and his life is filled with joy once again. But it's not just about the restoration, it's about the faith that endured through the storm. The story of Job isn't just about suffering. It's about holding on when everything else falls apart. It's about questioning without losing faith, and trusting that even in the darkest moments, God's plan is bigger than we can see. Job's story reminds us that redemption is possible, even after the deepest pain. So, what does Job's journey mean for you? Hit subscribe and dive deeper into more powerful stories like this one.